learn for a few minutes. So, in Bilam's words, we say every day, Yaakov Mishkan Sech Yisrael, how goodly are your tents of Jacob, your dwelling places for Klal Yisrael, K'necholim Netoyu Kaganas, this part we don't say, Alei Nor. And then it says like streams that are spread out in the gardens that go into a river, Kaholim Nata Hashem Karazim Alei Moyim, like tents that Hashem planted, like cedars by the water. It's interesting, like streams that are going by the gardens into one river. Yiddishkeit, there are many different streams, and as long as they're going to the same river, they're all kosher. You know, sometimes it's difficult for people to understand that, to deal with that, to tolerate others, but we have to get along with it, no matter what. Tonight's the yard side of the Teres Tzvi, the Ziditshover. And once the Ketzois, who's a great Talmud Chochem, a great tzaddik, he had some issues with some of the other tzaddikim who had different ways than him, and he asked the Ziditshover, what's epis, the Chassidish movement, the Derech HaBaal Shem Tov, what did it have to? I'm not selling it. I'm just saying a historical story took place. He's saying that we had already Kabbalah, we had already Zohar, the Arizal. What do we need? What Chiddush did the Baal Shem Tov bring? Different versions. I heard the story. I remember there was a Tish in Monticello a few years ago. I was a Bacher more than a few years ago. But it's a Choiver Rebbe here, and the Borsteiner Rebbe came by. He's a very good speaker. It's the first time I ever heard him speak. When he told this story, I heard different versions of the story. But basically, what the Teres Tzvi, impression of the Choiver, he answered back to the Ketzois, Zeichet Tzadikim Levrocha, was that he said a mashal of a country that's looking for a new leader to elect a new president, whatever it is, and they heard in another country far away that there was this person who had all these qualities and he would be a suitable king or president, whatever. I heard another version, it was a bird, whatever it is, but we'll say it this way, the first way I heard it. So then, but they were not going to take him sight unseen. Someone else came, they went, and they saw who is this guy, and they came back with a full report, and they had a picture of him, and they told him his whole life story and what kind of personality he has and everything, a whole biography, and of this person, the candidate for president. And then the third person went, he got on a boat, and he came back and brought the guy with him, and everyone saw who he was in person, and then they were able to appoint him the new leader in their country. So he said that the Nimshal, the first one was Rabbi Shimon Yochai. He wrote the Zohar. We learned that there's such a thing of higher worlds, but it was very, just the bare bones of the concept. The next one was the Ariya Kaddish. The Arizal wrote the encyclopedia. He didn't write it, Chaim Vital wrote it, but the Arizal taught like the encyclopedia on Kabbalah and all the concepts. But still, it wasn't for everyone. But then the Baal Shem Tov came, and he brought a Kadosh Baruch Hu to the people, Kiviyachal, meaning to show them everything in their life, everything we can relate to God with everything we have in our life. And so that was the Chiddush of the Baal Shem Tov. Similarly, I heard the Piasetzner, he writes, I saw in the Sefer Mavi Hasharim, he said, what's the Chiddush of the Baal Shem Tov? There was already the Mekubalim before. So he said that the Mekubalim before, they said that everything is Kelim Mole or Hashem, everything are vessels are filled with the light of God. But then the Baal Shem Tov taught that the Dofnei Kelim were made of the Or Hashem, that the material with which everything is Hashem. That's another idea of it, that we can really experience God in everything we do in our life. And that was the Chiddush. That's what the Chover said to the Ketzois as the Chiddush of the Baal Shem Tov. The Ketzois, he told his Gaboim around him, he said, I better get out of here, else I'm going to become a Chassid. But that's the story. So, the schutz of the tzaddik, the chover, the Teres Tzvi, the heilige, the chover should be zeichet all hashpos tovus and all good things, and taka that, even if the derech of Baal Shem Tov is lost and we don't experience it, still self call self in the schutz of having the reshima, whatever little bit of residue that's left, we can have, like Baal Shem Tov himself wrote, a Moshe Kosimag, Shefutza Meinesecha Chutza, that the Mirz Hashem, we should all be zeicha to that time when Mashiach should come and everything should be fixed how it should be.